Maybe you've been waiting for something for a long time, a prayer, an opportunity, a relationship, a breakthrough, a sign that your life is finally moving in the direction you've hoped for. And if you're honest, the waiting has become exhausting. You keep praying, you keep trying, you keep hoping, yet nothing seems to change. Days become months, months become years, and somewhere deep inside, a question begins to grow. Why is Allah making me wait? If you've ever asked yourself that question, you're not alone. Many people believe the hardest test in life is pain, but often the hardest test is waiting, waiting without answers, waiting without certainty, waiting while watching others receive what you've been praying for, waiting while wondering if your turn will ever come. And that's where many people lose hope, not because they stop believing in Allah, but because they stop understanding His wisdom. You see, when we want something badly, we naturally focus on the destination. We focus on the blessing, the job, the marriage, the success, the financial relief, the opportunity. But Allah often focuses on something else first. He focuses on the person who will receive the blessing. Think about that. Maybe the delay isn't about the blessing. Maybe it's about preparing you for it. Because receiving a blessing before you're ready can sometimes become a burden instead of a gift. Imagine giving someone everything they ask for before they develop the maturity to handle it. The blessing could easily become the reason for their downfall. Allah knows this. That's why His timing is perfect. Not early, not late, perfect. The truth is, Allah sees things that you cannot see. He sees the future. He sees the people who will enter your life. He sees the mistakes you're being protected from. He sees the opportunities that are still being arranged. And He sees the version of yourself you're still becoming. While you're focused on the closed door, Allah may be building an entirely different path, a better path, a safer path, a path that leads to something greater than what you originally imagined. But because we only see today, we struggle to trust tomorrow. And that's where faith becomes important. Faith isn't believing when everything makes sense. Faith is trusting Allah when nothing makes sense. Faith is continuing to pray when you haven't seen results yet. Faith is continuing to trust when your heart feels tired. Because real trust begins where certainty ends. There is a reason why some of the greatest people in history experienced long periods of waiting. The prophets faced waiting, they faced hardship, they faced uncertainty, yet they never stopped trusting Allah. Why? Because they understood something powerful. The delay was never proof of Allah's absence. It was proof that Allah was working in ways they couldn't yet understand. And perhaps that's true for your life as well. Maybe right now you feel stuck. Maybe you feel forgotten. Maybe you feel like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. But what if that's not the reality? What if growth is happening beneath the surface? Think about a seed planted deep in the ground. For weeks, sometimes months, nothing appears. From the outside, it looks like absolutely nothing is happening. But underneath the soil, roots are growing, strength is developing, preparation is taking place. The future tree is being built where nobody can see it. Your life may feel exactly the same. Just because you cannot see progress doesn't mean Allah isn't working. Just because nothing has appeared yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Some of Allah's greatest work happens in hidden places, within the heart, within the soul, within the character, and those transformations often happen before the blessing arrives, because Allah is more concerned about who you're becoming than what you're receiving. The world teaches us to chase results. Allah teaches us to build trust. The world teaches us impatience. Allah teaches us patience. The world teaches us comparison. Allah teaches us contentment. And these lessons are rarely learned during easy seasons. They're learned during the waiting. That's why your waiting season has value, even if it doesn't feel valuable right now. Every prayer is strengthening your connection with Allah. Every disappointment is teaching resilience. Every moment of patience is building a stronger version of you. And one day you'll look back and realize that this difficult chapter wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Many people spend their lives asking Allah to change their circumstances, but sometimes Allah wants to change their hearts first. Because when your heart changes, everything else changes too. Your perspective changes. your priorities change, your relationship with Allah deepens, and suddenly, even before your situation improves, yo,